Today I'm going to show you how to make a tag from the Oh What Fun project kit from Stampin' Up. And I'm also going to use a coordinating stamp set that's also called Oh What Fun. With this kit you get to do 30 tags, 3 of each of the 10 designs for, like I said, a total of 30. And here are some of the tags that I've already made. I think these are so cute and they're so easy to make. You get all the pieces to make all 30 tags. All you need is the ink and, like I said, the stamp set, and you get all the embellishments. And I made some of them according to the kit instructions, and then I changed some of them up just a little bit, just changing the ink colors or changing one of the decorative pieces. So I've got even more variety in my tags. And the base tag we're going to use today is going to be this one. And instead of stamping the sentiment in garden green, which is one of the colors that coordinates with the kit, we're going to use real red. And then I'm going to make some holly leaves with a oval punch and a circle punch. So these are the pieces of the kit that I'm going to use today, and this is how the tags come. So I'm just going to pull out the punch out for this particular tag, and then here is the little bit of decorative cardstock. It's really not, it's not as thick as Stampin' Up cardstock, but it's also not like the paper. It's a little bit sturdier than that. And then here is the little strip of gold. So these are the basic tag elements. And the first thing I'm actually going to do is turn the tag over, and I'm going to stamp the to and from. You definitely want to do this first. Otherwise, when you have started attaching items to the front of the tag, you're going to have bumps on the back. So you definitely want to do the to and from first. This might be a little tricky with the camera, but hopefully I can get it pretty centered. And this to and from is pretty forgiving because it has the little swirl, so it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And this is real red ink. And then I'm going to use garden green to stamp the little holly bunch on the bottom. There we go. And there's the back of the tag. Okay, so now for the front, I'm going to use a little bit of the fine tip glue, pen glue, and I'm going to attach, actually I think I'll put the glue on the back of the paper. And I don't have to worry about the paper warping. I'm not using a ton of glue. And by using this liquid glue, I have a little bit more time to get the this in place. So I'm just going to make sure it's perfectly lined up. There we go. And it will take a few seconds, so I'm going to continue and put a little strip of glue right above it. And this is going to be for the gold strip. I find it easier when I have small pieces like this to put the glue where I'm going to attach the little piece to, and then just place the little piece on top. There we go. And I'm going to get my real red ink out again. And here's the sentiment, 'tis the season. I'm going to place that right above that gold glitter strip. There it is. And then the last thing I'm going to do is attach some of these holly leaves, which I will show you in a second how to make. These are punched, and then I put the leaves onto my piercing mat and use the stylus to make the little veins. So I was trying to decide which leaves I wanted, if I wanted to do one of each or if I wanted to use the plain leaves. So I think I may just go with the plain leaves in this particular case, and I'm going to use glue dots put this one on the bottom. As you can see, the tops of these leaves aren't perfect, but I'm going to also use some red candy dots. So whatever imperfections are in my leaves are going to get covered with the candy dots. So there are my leaves. Those are cut out of garden green cardstock, and now I'm getting my candy dots out. And I like to use my piercing tool to take these out. And I'm just going to place 3 of them, like my little holly berries. And as you can see, I'm covering up those not so nice edges on my holly leaves. And then I'm going to take the twine that came with the kit. And I don't think I'm going to use the bell. I think that the jingle bell, I think that might be overkill. So I'm just going to use the red twine. And I'm going to loop it through. There we go. And there is my tag. So now I'm going to show you how to make these leaves. To make the leaves, I'm using some garden green cardstock, the small oval punch, and the 1/2-inch circle punch. And this isn't necessary, but I think it helps. You could also cut yourself a strip of cardstock. But I think with this, since you have a smaller piece and it's already kind of sort of in the shape of the leaf, it makes it a little bit easier. So I would start at the bottom and take off almost half of the circle. And do it on both sides. Make sure they meet. And there's the bottom of the leaf. And then if it looks like maybe you needed to go a little bit higher, you can just put your cardstock back in there and punch out a little bit more. And then from here, you just keep punching, I would say about 1/3 of the punch up the oval. I'm going to flip it over. Again, about 1/3. Does not have to be perfect. I did research holly leaves and they are pretty uneven, so I know we like everything to be nice and pretty and even, but it really doesn't need to be. And then when you get to the top, just take a bigger chunk of the circle, about half a circle I would say. And there you go, that's pretty much the leaf, and then you can just snip this off, or you can cut it off with scissors. And this gives you a little area to attach your holly leaf to your project. And like I showed you before, you can cut these out of cardstock, or you could punch them out of designer series paper. I think either one of them would be cute. So it does take a little bit of practice, but as I said, start at the bottom, work your way up to the top. This is about, I would say, half a circle, and then about 1/3 of a circle till you get to the top. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this video, taking a quick peek at the Oh What Fun Tag Project Kit from Stampin' Up! And learning how to make holly leaves with a circle punch. For more pictures and information on the products used, please visit my blog at mawilliams.stampinup.net/blog.